What's going on, people? It's your boy Calwu, and welcome to another episode of Planetwu. Today we will be covering Netflix anime series called Castlevania. For those that don't know, Castlevania started off as a video game that came out in the 80s. Sometime in the 80s or the 90s, I'm not sure the particular year, but I do remember playing it on the original NES, and I don't mean like the Super Nintendo or the GameCube or the Switch or anything like that. I mean the original block Nintendo, the gray on gray with the square gray controller with two buttons. And Castlevania is a platformer RPG. Platformer RPG that is huge. I mean, Castlevania, the last Castlevania game, to my knowledge, came out on the PlayStation 3 in like 2000, and I want to say like 15, maybe 2014, 15, 16, somewhere around in that time period. I'm not sure if they made any for the handheld or any systems after that, because I don't play too many handheld games, but I know for a fact it's not on next gen consoles like the PS4 or the Xbox One. In my opinion, Netflix had every opportunity to screw the pooch and mess this game up. I mean, like, mess it up really, really badly. And they didn't, which is great, which is great news. Like, I appreciate that Netflix took the time to do their research and to cultivate a story that was not only rich in Castlevania lore, rich in cryptozoology, rich in having its own lore and story that it had, and it also did the thing where there were multiple branching web stories that went on, like side quests, as well as like the main story happening at the same time, whether it was in the background or they were directly interacting. They eventually came back around to the main story quest, even when they went away from it, which made Castlevania, the animated series, that much more enjoyable. Now, for the premise of Castlevania, Castlevania follows main character Trevor Belmont, who is from the Belmont family, which is a family that's known to hunt down and kill supernatural creatures, demons, vampires, werewolves, whatever, you name it. If it existed in that world, the Belmonts hunted it. They had their own mansion. This is what their claim to fame was. They had all types of weapons of destructions to fight and hunt down these different creatures, and they used them all to their advantage. Trevor Belmont in particular is the last of the Belmonts who forsake the family bloodline or the family tradition, in the sense of him going out and just doing this and just to hunt vampire, like hunt the evil things or whatever. And he kind of turned into a mercenary, going to where he knew towns needed help, or where he got wind that towns needed help, and going like, yeah, your demon problem can go away if I have some coin in hand to kind of get rid of it. So you kind of see him as this despicable, negative, antagonizing type character towards the people around him in the world that he lived in. And then he gets to this point where he meets our second main character, who is Sifa Belnades, who is a speaker. A speaker is a tribe or a nomadic tribe in the world of Castlevania that literally are keepers of history and knowledge around the world. So they literally travel around seeking knowledge, and they don't keep books or anything. They're oral storytellers, hence the name, the speakers. And some speakers have the ability to use magic. Sifa is this special character that can use magic. What makes speaker magic different from the magic that's known in the world of Castlevania is the simple fact that The natural magic, or the original magic in Castlevania, is all around dark magic, demonology, things of that nature. Whereas speaker magic is all about manipulating nature and the natural elements around you. So Sifa can cast spells like wind and ice and fire. Don't remember seeing her. Nah, she never casted any earth spells or anything like that. Or maybe earth is such a broad thing and it's so large that she can't manipulate it. I don't know. Not sure in particular, but anywho, speakers are manipulators of the natural forces. That's how they cast their magic. So Trevor Belmont rescued Sifa in the catacombs, where she went to go find her kin, her people in her tribe that went missing, or her clan that went missing. He rescued her, and they went back to the tribe and kind of had this conversation about the things that was going on and why she was there. And Sifa pretty much invited herself along to Trevor's quest of like hunting things down. She's like, sweet, you're a Belmont, I can learn things from you. I get to see some stuff that I wouldn't normally see traveling with my clan. So let's go. I'm riding with you. And he's like, what? And she's like, yeah, I'm riding with you. So as they travel the world of Castlevania and start to run into more demons and things of that nature, they end up catching wind that Dracula is back and he's seeking revenge to kill the humanity, pretty much destroy the world. The reason Dracula is back and wants to destroy the world is because his only anchor to humanity was his wife. His wife was a human that originally came to him to learn about the world and learn about all the secrets that he had, especially with medicine in particular, because she heard that he was well-traveled and very knowledgeable and he lived for a long time. So Dracula allowed her to study medicine, and she used this to help her village. She's like, diseases are happening. Disease can run rampant, things of that nature. I want to learn how to cure it, because people are dying from these diseases that I feel that if I learned these things from you, I could help cure it, and then my people won't die from them. So she was there. Dracula had left and went on his own little like quest for knowledge or whatnot, and she stayed behind as a medicine woman, as a doctor for her village. And this is where we reach the climax, or the main conflict of why everything started. Just like a lot of things at certain turns of the century where religion is at the forefront, you have witch hunts or this indoctrination of, because somebody's smarter or advanced or is doing something of a scientific value that you feel goes against the religious power of God being everything, that you prosecute them. And we've seen it several times throughout our history, from the Roman Empire to Joan of Arc to freaking the witch trials of Salem. We've seen it throughout history, where because somebody doesn't do something with religion at the forefront, and this is not me being blasphemous, this is me stating history. This is me stating history. It's simple fact. Just trying to think of another word, but no, that's what it is. It's history. It's fact. You can look it up. And so, enter stage left. The religious leader, or the leader of the village that Dracula's wife is from, is the religious leader. They ran the country. Pretty much led a witch hunt where it was like, yeah, she's curing all these people with demon magic, with the dark magic that she learned from Dracula. And she's doing this, and she's pretty much gonna indoctrinate the people and turn them to all follow the devil. And she's gonna condemn, because she's doing it, she's condemning the whole town soul to hell. And God told him that the only way for them to repent is to kill her and purge the town of such dark magic and evil and blah, 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 all this evil indoctrination rhetoric of a holy man feeling that he's losing power or losing his grip of power on his people. So he uses fear as the control, as the reins to continue to control the people and further his own personal gain. So with him driving this, doing what we call fear mongering now, the townspeople drugged Dracula's wife out and burned her, killed her. Dracula being so distraught and so hurt that he pretty much vowed revenge on the town, and even gave him an out, like, yo, y'all literally killed the only shred of humanity that I had left. I would have been killed you all a long time ago, but I didn't, because my wife was the better half of what you all are. She was the best parts of humanity, and showed me that humanity are not just a bunch of animals that attack things that they don't understand, but they're willing to listen and see things for what they are and not for what we want them to be. And also seeing what the potential of things could be. And because of that, Dracula went nuts, destroyed the town, and this is where the story of Trevor and Sifa comes in, where they end up finding that out and sought to hunt down and stop Dracula from doing this. But by this time, Dracula has whole hordes of armies. He have what you call Forge Masters. Forge Masters in the world of Castlevania is an interesting thing, because it's a special group of people that can use these Forge Master weapons, which are like these occultist daggers, that anything that they kill with the dagger turns into a demon that's under the control of the person that killed him. So this is how Dracula populated his whole army. He had 2 Forge Masters. What made the anime series dope was the fact that the 2 main characters figured that Dracula is too powerful, and there's no way we can stop him and his whole horde of demons and, demon army and other vampire families that he have under his belt. So they sought the savior, which is his son Alucard, who is what you would call a Dhampir, which is a half human, half vampire crossbreed. So Alucard, taking up the mantle of his mother, that humanity, there are great parts of humanity, and he is one of them, being part human, that he would help them stop his father. So the 3 of them go out and fight and stop Dracula and things of that nature. But what made the series very interesting was the Forge Masters. The Forge Masters took completely different paths. One, trading on Dracula to help the usurping vampires, while one stayed completely loyal and Dracula sent him away so he wouldn't die for being loyal. And watching both of these people forge their path to what they feel the world should be and how the world should be, while one of them becomes a slave of the vampires he helped undo his master, or undo Dracula, while the other is running across the world, killing people, and amassing a demon army to bring about the end of humanity, just like Dracula wanted. Even himself, he doesn't even care. And then to see Alucard separate from the main party of Trevor and Sifa, and everybody kind of doing their own thing of exploring and living life and hunting and just being peaceful and things of that nature. Like everybody having their own storyline, and every storyline ends up crossing and coming back to the main storyline of stopping the apocalypse of the end of the world from happening. The writing for Castlevania is ingenious, it's awesome, and I appreciate them for doing good storytelling, of adding good storytelling, adding side quests, which is known throughout the not the anime, but which is known throughout the gaming universe. Anybody that plays RPGs, you can get lost doing 50 hours of side quests before you even finish the main quest, and I appreciate that they did that on top of having the main quest there. I don't know, I just appreciate the series as a whole. It is definitely ingenious, and as my sleep or watch, I would definitely say watch Castlevania if you haven't already. It's deep in lore, it's deep in storytelling, it's deep in character development. Yeah, everything about it is great. So that's it. Yeah, that's it. Watch it. So once again, I appreciate everybody for sticking with me and rocking out with me on this episode. If you haven't already, you can follow me on all my social media, which I'm gonna put right here. And yeah, just tell me if it's any anime that you guys want me to review, kind of talk about, kind of give breakdowns on, questions and concerns you might have. Soon I'm going to be doing a series of how to introduce people into anime. I'm going to do probably about 10 episodes of that. So I'll be having that coming soon. Once again, Throne of Nerds is also here, waiting for more people to sign up. It's free. It's $500. It's free. All you're doing is competing in Anime Jeopardy in a stream amongst other people. That's it. Easy $500. Even if you don't win, just come and have fun. Enjoy yourself. Please like, share, and subscribe to the video. And once again, I appreciate y'all. And this is calwu signing off. Peace.